laps, top 4 transfer. The winner will be on the victory fuel pole here tonight at Smoky Mountain. It'll be Brandon Overton, your overall fast qualifier, the 76 out of Evans, Georgia, and outside the dream winner a week ago. It'll be Jonathan Davenport in 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia. Row 2 will be the defending dirt track world champion, the V5, New Berlin, Illinois, Brandon Shepard, and outside the defending Lucas Oil champion, the 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana, Hudson O'Neal. Row 3 leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase of the series. It'll be Jupiter, Florida's Clay Harrison 6. And last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year, the 111 of the Centerville, PA, Max Blair. Row 4, it'll be Dalton Wilson, the Big Perm out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And Stacy Bowles in that brand new Category 5 race car to Clinton, Tennessee. And your final starters, a pair of Corey's. Corey Lawler, Hanover, Pennsylvania, the 93. And Corey Roulette, Dahlonega, Georgia, outside of row number 5. So we'll take 4 out of each heat. That'll get us 16 out of the heats. We'll have 2 B mains. And we'll take the top 3 out of that. That gets us to 22, and then provisionals. Is that really, is it Dahlonega or Dahlonega? All right, I've heard it both ways, but we'll go with that. I believe we'll be ready to go here shortly behind the Brandon Ford pace truck. Wasn't Duck Kennemer from there? I believe Duck Kennemer was from there, right? Former World 100 winner.
You say Doug Kennemer, I see a car, a Camaro, completely sideways in the turns, and then go down the back straightaway at Atomic Speedway.
There you
That's
go.
what I see. Those guys just, man, they put on a show, but
yeah,
it wasn't as fast as we thought it was. Scott Bloomquist and those types prove that going straight is faster than sliding through the turns.
That's for sure. At the new Trudex Solutions start zone, Penske Shocks heat number 1, Brandon Overton and Jonathan Davenport. A loaded heat 1 for the victory fuel pole. The winner of this race will be up top in turn 2. Down the back straightaway, Overton will take the lead. Davenport works the outside of Shepard. Shepard, some mechanical issues last night, did not make the show. Got her fixed up, good to go today. The Longhorn factory car, the Coleman Farms entry right now in third. Here comes O'Neal 71. The professional concrete cutting it early. Paragon Speedway 71 Wheeler Metals car to turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Brandon Overton continues to show the way. Jonathan Davenport looking for his 3rd straight big payday. He won the Show Me 150K. He won the Dirt Label of Dream last week at Eldora. That was $100,030. $50K on the line tonight, but right now he's got a half a straightaway behind deficit of Brandon Overton. Shepard 3rd, O'Neal 4th, Blair runs 5th down the main straightaway. They'll go halfway next time around. Here in heat 1, Brandon Overton into turn number 3. 3rd in the Dirt Label to Dream last week behind Jonathan Davenport and Bobby Pierce as we're done halfway in heat number 1. Down the back straightaway. Again, the B mains tonight will be 10 laps. There'll be 2 of them. As working off turn 4, here comes the driver. The Lucas Oil regular last year, the current Hunt the front points leader in 76 out of turn number 2. We got a car off the track in turn 3. And that's going to bring out a Dave Warren Power Sports caution here in this first heat. And it's the 05 of Corey Roulette. Spun off the track over there in turn 3. Not sure exactly what happened. Looked like Dalton Wilson woed up there, and the Roulette hit the brakes and slides off the track. I don't think he got into the tire of the wall down there, and we'll see if Corey can continue on. By the way, we're going to give away a 2024 Segway UT10 side by side. This isn't the Paul Blart Segway, all right, that you see in Mall Cop. This is nice. And you can see that DaveWarrenPowersports.com. But go to DaveWarrenSegway.com to register for that. Again, we'll give away October the 19th at Tony Stewart's Eldora Speedway, our final event of the year. We'll watch the replay for those at home here on MAV TV on FloRacing. Yeah, he was on the gas, and he got a couple of cars in front of him, slides off. I don't look like he might have gotten into the wall. But he continues on. Looks like no damage as he's on the back now. So we've got 5 in the books, 3 to go. It'll be Brandon Overton, Jonathan Davenport, Brandon Shepard, and Hudson O'Neal, your top 4 at the Nutrien Solutions restart zone back underway in heat 1 here tonight. Overton and Davenport. Brandon Overton, 3-time dirt late model dream winner. Davenport got his third a week ago. Brandon Shepard, he won the dirt track at Eldora last October. Ran out of fuel at the blind. Barely came up with the win. Look out, O'Neill and Blair throwing sliders, and Max Blair will go to fourth in the 111. And Hudson O'Neill, the defending World 100 winner at Eldora, but Max Blair, who's been on a roll in Crown Jewel events to show me 100 in the dirt late model dream. White flag at the Barrett's Performance, 1 lap to go. It is all Brandon Overton. Down the back straightaway, Big Sexy looking for that victory fuel pole as long as he crosses the UNO8 scales. And Brandon Overton is on the pole tonight unofficially. Right now, second is Davenport. Third goes to Shepard. Fourth is Max Blair in the 111. So those four will go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. Then they'll check Drew. Finishing fourth, the 111 will be Max Blair. Third goes to the B5 of Brandon Shepard. Second to go to the 49 of Jonathan Davenport. And your winner, he's in the Garto Southern, Big Dog Stump and Tree, Boswell Oil, R.W. Powell Construction, Convenient Lube, Coltman Farms, Muscle Factory, Harco Construction, Victory Fuel. He's in the Mikey Bertel, Wells & Sons Motorsports, Infinity by Wells Clements. The 76 out of Evans, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. How about it? For your winner, Brandon Overton. Down to you, Brady.
So Brandon Overton comes across the scales. They'll do a droop check. He finished 7th here last night. And Brandon mentioned he had a good solid 7th place finish here last night, but you made some adjustments, and this Wells Motorsports Infinity is looking awful sporty out there.
Yeah, we're just getting better. Might not look like it, but we keep on messing around with this thing. Can't thank Eric Wells enough for building us a nice piece. Like I said, we're just every time we go out there, we change to something, just trying to get a little better. These guys are tough, they're best in the business. So to be up there running with them, take it to death, and like I said, we're going to go out there and give them hell.
And you start on the pole tonight's feature. He's got a lot of fans here in East Tennessee. It's here for hit race winner number 1. He'll start on the pole, Brandon Overton.
All right, thank you very much. There's the drone shot in Maui. Thank you very much. That's the front stretch. You ought to see the back stretch. Tier parking is full. They are jammed in the Smoky Mountain Speedway. Summit Racing Equipment number 2 coming up. It'll be laps top 4 transfer. On the pole, the current Midwest Sheet Metal Points leader. It'll be Ricky Thornton Jr., the 20. He's out of Martinsville, Indiana. Outside, it'll be former O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year, the 58 out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, is Garrett Alberson. Row 2 in the Sean and Lisa Martin BMF 36V. He is out of Loudon, Tennessee. That is Corey Hedgecock. And the 83 in the TNT for John Minen out of Johnson City, Tennessee. It is Jensen Ford. Row 3 made the show last night of the Team Zero Bloomquist car, the 25. Out of Salem, West Virginia, Mike Bennett in the 7. Fourth of the Show Me 100 out of Georgetown, Delaware's Ross Robinson. Row 4 will be Boom Briggs, the 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, and Jimmy Johnson, the Monroe, Georgia driver, in car 11, and only his 5th start in a super late model. And your back row will be the J27 of Jay Scott, former Southern All-Star champion out of Winchester, Tennessee, and Chris Ferguson, who did not get a qualifying lap in. Keep an eye on him, the 22 out of Mount Holly, North Carolina. The winner starts inside row number 2 here tonight. The winner of Earnhardt Technology C3 is going to be on the outside of the front row. That'll have Devin Moran and Ryan Gustin coming up next. Ricky Thornton Jr., 9th win of the year last night. 37th, tied with Tim McCready at the Nutrient Solutions Start Zone. We are underway. Thorne slides up the track. How about the move on the inside? Out of 2 down the back straightaway. Corey Hedgecock. He was in this car a week ago at Eldora for Sean and Lisa Martin, the 36V, as they try to go 3 wide out of turn 4. Alverson tried to go through the middle. How about Jensen Ford in that John Minen TNT? Tell you what, not bad at all, Brad. Down the back straightaway, they are racing as Ford and Alverson go side by side at a 3. Hedgecock runs in 2nd. Corey was not here last night. Right now, Alverson 3rd. 4th is Jensen Ford. It's all Ricky Thornton Jr. down the back straightaway as they head to lap number 3. All eyes back here in this battle, second on back. Hedgecock, Alverson, and Jensen Ford. We'll go halfway next time around here in Summit Racing Equipment number 2. So the driver out of Martinsville, Indiana, in turn number 3, cruising right along out of 4. So right now we know Brandon Overton's on the Victory Fuel pole, who will start right behind him. And right now it's at 20 RT, sporting the Midwest Sheet Metal Loin spoiler out of 2. Not quite a straightaway lead as he goes down the back straightaway. Out in front, Ricky Thornton Jr. dominating here in heat number 2 into 1. Second spot remains Corey Hedgecock. Garrett Alberson now looking through the middle, slides up top. Alberson trying to get a run down the back straightaway. As they come off of turn 4, give them 2 to go. Now, right now, the battle for second heating up. Here comes Alberson. Hitchcock has it right now. Jensen Ford fourth. Robinson Bennett behind them. Ferguson from the tail. It'll be the Barrett's Performance. 1 lap to go for the 20 RT. Does Alberson have anything for the 36V of Corey Hedgecock? And there's the Barrett's Performance. 1 lap to go for Ricky Thornton Jr. Final lap. Here comes Hedgecock, Alberson, and the 83 of Jensen Ford. Dominating right now, 5 seconds the advantage off of turn 4, pending the UN08 scales. And Ricky Thornton Jr. will start third here tonight at Smoky Mountain. Here comes second. It's going to be Corey Hedgecock. Third will be Garrett Alberson. Fourth is Jensen Ford at 83. So the top 4 will go to the UN08 scales to make it official. Grabbing fourth will be Jensen Ford. Third is Garrett Alberson. Second is Corey Hedgecock. And your winner, he is in the Big River Steel, Hoker Trucking, Coltman Farms, Dyno One Inc., Westside Tractor Sales, Bill Stein Chalk, CMD Wrap, Sunoco Race Hills, Murdy Farms, Strange Oval, Anthony Burrows, DJ Williams, Justin Tharp, and the crew of the Longhorn Clements for Todd and Vicky Burns. The 20 RT out of Martinsville, Indiana, ladies and gentlemen. How about a big round of applause for Ricky Thornton Jr. Brady Cup.
Yeah, we'll catch up with Ricky Thornton Jr. here as they do the droop check. And Ricky, you broke the track record here in qualifying last night. Track a little bit different. You won that heat race there. You still got a good starting spot. You'll start on the inside of the second row, but this number 20 RT still rolling right along.
Yeah, I felt pretty good there. We kind of figured today it was going to be like this. There was a lot of people that complained that it was too fast yesterday for some reason. I thought the track was actually pretty good in the feature. So hopefully they'll go out and blade it. It's already at that point. It kind of starting to take rubber. So hopefully it gets pretty racy here for this feature. I know Brandon's going to be pretty tough to beat off the pole. So we'll just kind of wait and see how it goes.
All right, let's hear for heat race winner number 2. He'll start third tonight in the Mountain Moonside Classic, Ricky Thornton Jr.
There's our back shot strike. Thank you, Ian Maui, our drone operator here. Good working with all of our FloRacing staff. Thank you very much. Well, you talked about it, Brady. Last night, it was 40 laps. If we could have gone 20 more laps, who knows? The track got better and better as we went on, and you saw McDowell and McCready did that. All right, here's heat number 3, guys. It'll be Aeronautic Technologies. Heat number 3, it'll be Devin Moran, the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio. And outside the 19R, out of Marshalltown, Iowa, will be Ryan Gustin. Row 2 will be Carson Ferguson. He's in the 93, Lincoln to North Carolina. And Kaufman to the number 9 out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Row 3 will be the 20. You know, he's a fan favorite here. It'll be Jimmy Owens out of Newport, Tennessee, and Cade Loudy, the 126, out of Rogersville, Tennessee. Row 4 will be Heath Hindman out of Signal Mountain, Tennessee, and Trevor Landrum, the 18, out of Florence, Kentucky. And row 5 will be Benji Hicks out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, and Josh Henry in the B00, Newport, Tennessee. And I do not see Benji Hicks, so apparently there was more damage when he lost that left front wheel than we thought. He is not out there. Fourth and final lead coming up. This is for the outside of the front row here tonight at Smoky Mountain. Devin Moran picked up a preliminary night win at Eldora last Friday night. He's third into Lucas Oil Points. Ryan Gustin, the 19R, the Ice Bowl winner at Talladega back in January at the Nutrient Ag Solutions Start Zone. We are underway. Moran slides in there. They know how important this is. Here comes Ferguson working the bottom, Hoppin works the outside. The current World of Outlaw Series points into to turn number 3. As they come off of 4, Ryan Gustin leads. 1 career win in the Lucas Oil Late 100 Series. That came at East Bay last year. Here comes Hoffman working the bottom. Tell you what, it's picking up out there on the back straightaway that goes side by side there. Ferguson and Hoffman. Moran now, he'll try to track down Ryan Gustin. Well, Infinity by Wells won the first heat. Infinity by Wells leads heat 3 for the Todd Cooney Motorsports car out of Des Moines, Iowa. Marshalltown, Iowa's Ryan Gustin now stretches it out. Moran, Ferguson, Hoffman, Jimmy Owens dives to the bottom of the 20. Jimmy Owens ninth in the Lucas Oil Late Model Series points. Eyes a spot in the main event. Does not want to have to run the B main, but right down the outside looking. Owens gets a bite out of 2. Down the back straightaway. Ryan Gustin continues to lead to the halfway mark. He stretches it out over Devin Moran down the straightaway. Battle continues right there for that 4th and final transfer spot out of this heat race. The deficit right now as they head down the back straightaway. Ryan Gustin, Devin Moran trying to track him down. Last time around it's 1.1 seconds. We'll see if Devin can cut into that into turn number 1. And it'll go under a second, 9/10 of a second. 3 laps to go. Meanwhile, Carson Ferguson is pulled away from Nick Hoffman, so they're evenly spread between first and second. Those two, and third and fourth, Ferguson and Hoffman with 2 to go. So Ryan Gustin, who won, if I'm not mistaken, the Hunt the Front race here back earlier this season, loves it here in the South. And Ryan Gustin to the Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go, in control of heat number 3. Into turn number 1, out at 2, the Ice Bull winner in 2024. Down the back straightaway, Ryan Gustin, 1 to go as they come off of turn 4. Moran trying to make it close, but the Marshalltown, Iowa hot shoe's going to win heat number 3 here tonight. Second spot will go to Moran. Third is Ferguson. Fourth is Nick Hoffman in the 9. So those 4 will go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. Grabbing 4th will be Nick Hoffman. 3rd will be Carson Ferguson. 2nd will be Devin Moran, and your winner. He is in the Allen Seamless Gutters. Carl Chevrolet, VP Fuels by Heartland, May Properties, Murdy Farms, Infinity by Wells, Jay Dickens for Cooney Motorsports. Tim Douglas, Noah Bushman on the crew of the 19R. He won the Hunt the Front race here back in the spring. He won the Ice Bowl at Talladega Short Track in January. He is out of Marshalltown, Iowa. How about it for the Reaper, Ryan Gustin?
So Ryan Gustin pulls that Infinity by Wells Motorsports number 19R into the droop check lane here. Give him a moment to get his helmet off. And Ryan, you won the Hunt the Front Late Model Series race here a couple of months ago. Infinity by Wells. Both those cars are in the front front 2 rows. You'll start on the outside of the front row. Good job tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a testament to these Infinity chassis here, Eric and David and everybody at the shop there. Of course, my great car owners too, Todd Cooney, Alan Betty. All of our partners on board. Hopefully we can be leaving here with 50 grand.
Very good. He'll start on the outside of the front row. Let's hear it for heat race winner number 4, Ryan Gustin.
Well, we're glad he's here. I tell you what, we've got several of the World of LS Series drivers here on their off weekend, and we thank each and every one for coming out tonight and running with us. We're going to have a show here tonight in this main event. Hopefully $50K to win. Gustin looking for a career best win. And Infinity by Wells, your front row tonight, Brandon Overton and Ryan Gustin. Hey, give a shout out to Gustin's teammate Billy Moyer. What, did he have a top finish last night in the Summer Nationals race at Tri-City Speedway in his Infinity by Wells? Well, row 4, it's going to be Dale McDowell, McDaddy, Chickamauga, Georgia on the pole. Outside will be the 40B out of Brandon, Florida, Kyle Bronson. Row 2 will be Mike Marlar, Winfield, Tennessee, the 157, and Tim McCready. He's out of Watertown, New York, and car number 1. Row 3 will be Ricky Weiss out of Headingley, Manitoba, Canada, the 7, and Drake Troutman, the 7T, out of Heinemann, Pennsylvania. Row 4 will be Rusty Ballinger. Made the show here last night, Seymour, Tennessee, and Hayden Cowan, the 14, Rincon, Georgia, and the 17 double S, Brendan Smith out of Dade City, Florida. So what we got next, Brad Bird? We got the
Sportsman B main.
Sportsman B main will be next. Well, there's the Brandon Ford pace truck. There's Dale McDowell. Gave it a good run last night. Finished in 3rd. Ran as high as 2nd. Got to within a car length of Thornton, but that caution with 25 in the books. And McCready got around him, and McCready gave a run on Thornton. And they're in this race right there. McCready's kind of 4th in the points. He took over this ride back in March. I believe he was 9th. He might have been as far back as 11th, but now he's 4th. Marlar's 5th at the new Trudex Solutions Start Zone. We are underway. Dale McDowell, you know he's going to be tough. Weiss slides up the track out of 2. How about McCready using the top line? He'll get right on the deck lid of Brandon Florida's Kyle Bronson. Turn number 4. Here they come down the straightaway. McDowell will lead. Bronson second. McCready runs in third. 4th is Marlar down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, it's Dale McDowell off at turn 4. The veteran, the Hall of Famer, 19th to 6th in the dirt late model dream last Saturday night at Eldora for Mac Daddy. Looking for his first Lucas Oil win of the year out of turn number 2. Kyle Bronson second. Third runs Tim McCready. 4th is Mike Marlar. As we come up with 3 in the books. Shane McDowell, his brother, turning the wrenches on that Team Zero Clements out of turn number 2. Wins this race. He will start 4th here tonight. He will be a contender in that 60-lap A main. Mac Daddy off at turn 4. Halfway heat 4, final heat of the night. There'll be 2 B mains coming up. Second is Bronson. Third is McCready. 4th is Marlar into turn 3. Dale McDowell, smooth as can be off at turn number 4. If he could ever start up front at Eldora, Brad, he would be hard to handle, wouldn't he? He's always seemed to start in the middle of the back. Again, he started 19th last week. Was the hard charger in the dirt late model dream. Finished in 6th. Off at turn 4. 5 down, 3 to go. In that easy go entry into 1. Out at turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Kyle Bronson is about 8 car lengths back. It's 1.4 seconds on the scoring monitor. As coming off of turn 4, the Barron's Performance. 1 lap to go for the veteran out of Chickamauga, Georgia to turn 1. Kyle Bronson second. Tim McCready, Mike Marlar. Pending the UNO8 scales and the Droop. They're going to be in the main event tonight. McDowell looking to start 4th. Here he comes out of turn 4, the driver out of Georgia. And Dale McDowell dominates in winning heat 4 here tonight. Second is going to be Kyle Bronson. Third, Tim McCready. 4th is Mikey Marlar. So those 4 drivers will go to the scales to make it official, the UNO8 scales to make it official. Grabbing 4th will be the 157 of Mike Marlar. Third, then the 1 of Tim McCready. Second, the 40B of Kyle Bronson, and your winner. He is in the Easy Go Clutch Synthetic Lubricants, Committed Gasket, Connector Strategy Advisors, BlackRock Enterprises, BSI Well Service, S&H Systems, Fox Shocks, Team Zero Clements for Shane McDowell, his brother. The 17M out of Chickamauga, Georgia. He'll start 4th tonight. How about it, fans, for Mac Daddy, Dale McDowell. Brady Cup. He didn't need that caution last night. He's going to start 4th here tonight in the 60-lapper.
He sure didn't need it last night, but again, he's got a good starting spot here at Smoky Mountain Speedway this evening. And just like last night, he dominated his heat race. And Dale, just like last night, pick up where you left off. You dominated your heat race last night. You did the same here tonight. You will roll off 4th. As we were talking before you got here, you do not want to see any cautions in that feature, but hey, you've got a good solid start at Spartan. We look for you to be up front.
Well, I do. Completely different track conditions tonight. So Easy Go Hot Rod's pretty good, and I need to give a shout out to Jeep and Ange Van Warmer and Northeastern Fabrications. I forgot them last night, but thank you guys and everybody at home watching. But I think it's going to be a pretty good race. I think they may have to work on the racetrack a little bit, just because they overcompensated to try to get it smooth from last night. But we'll see what they give us and see what we can do with it.
And Shane McDowell will have his 17M ready. He will start 4th tonight in the Mountain Moonshine Classic. Let's hear it for Dale McDowell.
All right, Brady, thank you very much. Speaking of Jeep Van Warmer, saw him last week at Eldora, Brad. He was not racing, but he said he wanted to tell all of his fans out there that he will be at the World 100. So we look forward to seeing Jeep Van Warmer. Always puts on a show at the Big E. So 4 heats in the book. 16 drivers have made it into the A main tonight. We'll have 2 B mains. We'll take 3 out of each of those. That'll get us to 22 starters, and then we'll settle up on the provisionals here tonight at Smoky Mountain. Don't forget, next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Lernerville Speedway. Sarver, Pennsylvania, Firecracker 100 Week. Double features on Thursday, double on Friday, and then $50,000 to win 1 week from tonight. If you can't make it, it'll be live here on FloRacing. Well, the Short Track Super Series, June the 18th, New Egypt Speedway in New Jersey. That'll be coming up then, June the 18th. Lucas Oil Lamos just mentioned. And next weekend at Lernerville, the NARC Super Dirt Cup at Skagit Speedway in Washington State, June 20th through the 22nd. The IRA Maverick Mayhem in the state of Indiana. The Lincoln Park Speedway in Putnamville, Indiana. Bloomington Speedway in Bloomington. Tri-State Speedway in Hopstadt. And the Terrell Action Track all next week, June 20th through the 23rd. And Vermont Governor's Cup 150 at Thunder Road Speed Bowl. I think that was one of Ken Squire's stomping grounds, right? June the 20th, the late Ken Squire. And then the Senators Cup, Stafford Motor Speedway, June 21st. All live here on FloRacing. All right, there you go. So the heats are in the books. We've got Sportsman coming up next. Brad Bird, take it away, sir.
Thank you very much, James. Yes, we do have Sportsman Racing. Would have been the quick 6-for-6 dash here, but with 24 cars, we will have to run a B main to decide our starting field. Therefore, the top 16 from hot lap qualifications you saw earlier are locked into the show. That means we're going to transfer 6 more out of this 8-car, 8-lap B main. And here is your starting lineup, drivers qualifying outside the top 16. First on the pole in the 15C out of Maryville, Tennessee, it is Brian Cooper. Alongside him in the 44 out of Knoxville, David Beeler. Row 2 on the inside out of Knoxville, the 61 of Kenny Ford and Jason Crow out of Decatur, Tennessee in the 115. Row 3 should be Tanner Wilson out of Vilas, North Carolina in the 117. I've got Colby Jones out of Wartburg, Tennessee in the